in sâu vào tâm trí, câu thơ gợi lên chiếc chắc em đã phải đi dặn ba lời ta chỉ làm tròn sóng xô mấy vòng không sao để ý ra chẳng tin được vô ý nhưng sao vẫn cố ý hãy lên như cầm vóc một ngày em xin được yêu thật thật thà chỉ mong ai đó thật lòng tại sao chẳng vẫn còn thương hoa này xin tỏa hương em không phải là anh đã chơi để ghé vào nắm vào thêm một tí nào sau ngày mang trộm cao
For the Roses of 2026. Thank you, Roses.
Wow, that was such a beautiful opening dance. Let's give them a big round of applause for our choreographers from TVDC who brought this Vietnamese traditional dance to life. Caitlin Leung, Nathan Pham, Ann Jung, and Faith Du.
They put in so much time and dedication to create this meaningful performance for our girls this year. Thank you for sharing your talent and for honoring our traditions.
Let's put our hands together one more time for all of our roses as they exit off the stage to prepare for the next part of the show.
And now, let's welcome our amazing VSAUCI presidents Patrick Tran and Jamie Chan.
Chào mừng mọi người. đến với cuộc thi Hoa hậu Hoa hồng thường niên lần thứ 25. Tôi tên là Patrick Tran và
Jamie Chan.
chúng tôi là Chủ tịch Hội Sinh viên Việt Nam. Xin cảm ơn cả mọi người có mặt ở đây. Không những để hỗ trợ cho buổi này Hoa hậu Hoa hồng, mà còn cho cả cộng đồng sinh viên Việt Nam. Không từ ngữ nào có thể diễn tả hết tình yêu và sự tri ân mà chúng tôi dành cho các thành viên trong tổ chức và tất cả những người đến tham dự. Một lần nữa, chúng tôi xin cảm ơn các bạn đã đến tối nay và hy vọng mọi người có mặt có một khoảng thời gian tuyệt vời.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of UCI VSA, it is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to our 25th annual Rose Pageant ceremony. We are your presidents, Jamie Chan.
And Patrick Tran.
This pageant is centered on recognizing and supporting young Vietnamese women who have put an incredible amount of time, effort, and commitment. Tonight is not only about performance, but about growth, confidence, and community. We are deeply thankful for the support of our talented and dedicated young women competing tonight, as well as the continued support of our VSA community. Beyond showcasing talent across Southern California, this event brings us together through shared culture, a meaningful cause, and the recognition of many hours of commitment and effort. We are also incredibly grateful for the support of our families who have made it possible for us to be here today. It is a privilege to give back through this pageant and to contribute to a cause that reaches beyond ourselves and our organization. To our contestants, we wish you all the best of luck. We want to acknowledge the time, effort, and dedication each of you has put into this journey. Like you roses represent tonight, each of you has grown, flourished, and blossomed through this process. To our judges, thank you for the time and the dedication you have put to this pageant and for upholding the values and intentions behind it. And to our audience, thank you for being here and for your support you've shown through the night. Each of you plays a part in this community, and together we create a space where growth and poise can continue to bloom. Now, we are honored to have the pleasure of handing this year's mic to the Rose Pageant directors themselves, Ashley Na and Tiffany Tran.
Hello everyone, good evening. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed the performance so far. My name is Tiffany Tran.
And my name is Ashley Na. Welcome to VSA UCI's 25th Annual Rose Pageant.
And honestly, Ashley, standing here this evening feels like a full circle moment because we were once roses on this very stage back in 2024, but today we are your Rose Pageant directors. So thank you so much, everyone.
We would like to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate our beautiful Vietnamese culture. Tonight, we honor the strength, grace, and Vietnamese American identity that continues to flourish in our community.
This year, our theme is Vietnamese American Princess, a legacy of grace, or Công chúa Việt Mỹ, di sản của duyên dáng. And we hope you guys enjoy experiencing each rose's unique beauty as they blossom on stage, sharing their dreams, passions, and goals as a Vietnamese American woman. Each rose carries her own story, and we are so excited for you to hear them tonight.
Throughout the past 6 months, we have nurtured a strong sisterhood among our roses and empowered one another to be leaders in our community. With the support of Sat Bien, our roses had the opportunity to connect with our Vietnamese heritage and learn the importance of giving back to those in need. We would like to sincerely thank everyone who contributed to our hashtag One More Rose campaign this year. We are honored to dedicate our philanthropy efforts to helping Sat Bien provide food and gifts to an orphanage and senior center in Vietnam. and free medical care to the disadvantaged and underserved during Zambian's 2026 mobile mission.
Before we continue with the show, we'd also like to thank VSA staff and board members, pageant moms, committees, choreographers, sponsors, judges, and of course, everyone here that made this night possible. With that being said, we'd also like to wish you guys a early, Happy New Year, also late Happy New Year, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Rose Pageant Directors. Lastly, we would like to invite tonight's ZAPVN representative, Dr. Caitlin Dang.
Thank you, Dr. Caitlin Dang. We will now introduce our judges. Nicole Ho is a remarkable young woman who made history as the first individual to hold both the Miss Teen Asia USA and Miss Asia USA titles. Currently an undergraduate at La Sierra University pursuing medicine, she is driven by a passion for healthcare and humanitarian leadership. Nicole serves as a Chief Operating Officer of Warm Heart Mission nonprofit organization, an endeavor close to her heart that supports homeless and impacted communities in California and throughout Asia, where she visits orphanages and schools for disabled children, connecting with young and uplifting their spirits. Beyond service and academics, Nicole has cultivated a strong presence in fashion and modeling, walking international runways and appearing in editorial platforms such as Harper's Bazaar and La Officielle. Through her work in medicine, philanthropy, advocacy, and fashion, she uses her platform to empower others, promote representation, and inspire positive change locally and globally.
Next, let's welcome our first judge, Sophia Bao Jung. She is a MC, producer, and host for Vietnamese American programming across broadcast television and digital media. She is widely recognized in the community for her long-running weekly show on Lo Saigon TV. Since becoming a mother, Sophia has continued her family's creative legacy through Te Hei Jea Productions by producing educational bilingual children's content on her YouTube channel, Mommy and Me Vietnamese, which has grown to nearly 400,000 subscribers and followers across social media platforms. Named the Queen of Lo Saigon by OC Weekly for her impact and presence in the community, Sophia studied film, television, and media studies at the Orange County High School of the
Shaped and mentored countless pageant winners through his elegant ao dai and evening gown designs, many of which have earned Best Dress awards. His work has been featured in prominent pageants such as Miss Vietnam SoCal, Miss Vietnam LA, Miss Vietnam Global, Rose Pageant, and more. Beyond design, Jackie is committed to empowering his clients with confidence, stage presence, and polish, leaving an impact on the pageant and fashion communities through his creativity, mentorship, and dedication to excellence.
Next is Wang Zhao, is a famous singer with extraordinary life experiences. She graduated with an MIS degree at Cal State Long Beach. While working at Boeing as a technical analyst, she entered and won a singing contest. Motivated with this newly exposed skill, she put the 9-to-5 job aside and focused on her singing career. For the next 2 decades, she has collaborated with Asia Entertainment and Paris by Night musical productions. This has allowed her to travel worldwide and experience the wonders of the world. Along with this endeavor, she also co-owns and manages a dental office with her husband. Stemming from the knowledge of oral health ethics, she and 3 other renowned specialists founded C2K. This company is a global health and beauty conglomerate which provides natural herbal supplements and cosmetics for a full body-conscious, healthy image. Luang Zhao believes in beauty lies within as she continues her journey being an ambassador of culture and health. Thank you, judges. Can you please introduce yourselves?
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Can you all the beautiful ladies tonight, beautiful perform well tonight and bring home the best, the highest title. Good luck.
Hi everyone. Actually, I did the 25th year of Rose Pageant, but I worked with Rose Pageants, I think, since 2017. So it's a long time. So hopefully today we're gonna witness the new queens. Hopefully we pick the right one that all of you agree on. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Ho. I've been in pageantry and fashion for about 4 to 5 years now, and seeing all the girls up here tonight made me so proud. I'm so proud of these girls. So may the best woman bring home the crown. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sophie. I'm so honored to be among wonderful experienced judges here tonight. I myself have judged this pageant for the 3rd time. And I would have to say that not only is the pageant great, the contestants are great, but one of my favorite parts about this pageant is the audience. And yeah, that's right. And because the audience at the Rose Pageant is always so supportive, and I always love it when you guys are screaming for your school. So cheers to you guys, and let's find the next Rose Pageant Royal Court.
Thank you, judges. We are so honored to have you here today. Is everyone ready to meet your roses in their beautiful evening gowns? Can we get a round of applause for them?
We're so excited to formally introduce your 2026 roses.
Give it up for rose number 1, Cindy Nhi Wing. Can we have rose number 1, Cindy Nhi Wing?
Looks like she needs a little more time, so just give us a little patience. Thank you, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Are you guys excited for today to see all the beautiful roses? Let's see who's the most excited. Let's go with this side, left side. Can I hear you cheer? Wow, what a great cheer. Okay, now the middle. I think you guys have an advantage because you guys are pretty big, but ready, middle? Not too sure. Left side sounded kind of louder than you guys. Okay, how about my right side? Seems like the right side won, but we'll check in later.
To begin our evening gown, give it up for rose number 1, Cindy Nhi Wing, who is being escorted by her best friend, Vang Wing. Cindy is a 4th-year biological sciences major, minoring in public health at UC Irvine, where she juggles coursework by day and a vigilante double life by night, at least vicariously through Nightwing comics. When she's not working as an ophthalmic technician or befriending the rats in her retinal degeneration research, you can find her volunteering at health fairs, dancing away at concerts, or typing her latest Yelp Elite review. Cindy hopes to become a retina doctor and serve her Vietnamese community in the future. But tonight, she's here to prove that she doesn't just fix vision, she is the vision.
Thời gian cứ thế trôi
Desiree V. Jones, accompanied tonight by her boyfriend, Josh Kobayashi. Desiree is a third-year biology major, representing UC Riverside, known for her passion for serving others through meaningful acts of service. She hopes to become a cosmetic plastic surgeon dedicated to transforming the lives of children born with facial deformities, blending science, artistry, and a whole lot of heart. When she's had enough of studying, you can find her sweating at the gym, taking Pilates classes, baking treats for her family, going on sunset walks with her dogs, or losing track of time painting pottery. And tonight, she's ready to paint this stage with a flair, so stunning it would make even Picasso drop his brush. As your Rose number 2,
Nhạc giờ này lại tắt, phố thức cùng đèn đường hiu hắt, có chút mưa bay qua mí mắt, rồi thì ai đưa em về đêm nay. Xa đi con trên phố, có mấy đôi thì thầm nhỏ to, tíu tít và chạy về đâu đó, rồi thì ai đưa em về đêm nay. Tim em đã bị rồi, chân em đã bị rồi, đúng cũng đã bị rồi, em vẫn muốn bình thế thôi. Đêm nay sẽ thật dài, em cũng đã mệt mỏi.
Let's get loud for Rose number 3, Lillian B. Lee, who is being accompanied by her best friend, Emma Nguyen. Lillian is a second-year biology major representing Cal Poly Pomona. When she's not busy working as a behavioral technician or in her studies, you can find her swimming through the waves in Laguna, rock climbing with her best friends, strumming her guitar, or making her house smell like a bakery from her kitchen. She also loves to powerlift at the gym to prepare to give out shoulder rides to her friends. When she's out and about, she never passes up a chance to do a photo booth strip or buy a blind box, especially if it's Duckoo or Calico Critters. If you ever lose her, she can easily be found looking for cucumbers in the grocery store or eating molotong in Roland Heights. Once again, let's give it up for Rose number 3.
Em vẫn một mình thế thôi. Đêm nay sẽ thật dài, em cũng đã mệt nhoài. Sương rơi bên ngoài đời, ai đưa em
let's give it up for Rose number 4, Haley Ha. Who's being accompanied tonight by her friend, Teresa Quinn. Haley is a third-year biology major from UCR, where she's currently shadowing an orthopedics PA to explore the medical field and fuel her dream of becoming a dermatology PA one day. When she's not conquering pre-PA life, you can find Haley singing her heart out, being her own nail tech, cooking comfort food, or dragging her friends to eat molotong at 2 a.m. She loves baking banana bread for everyone she cares about, but tonight, get ready because she's about to serve something even sweeter on stage.
Sao em không để anh đưa em về nhà trong đêm nay?
Presenting Rose number 5, Asia Martin, who is being accompanied by her best friend, Alexis Choi. Asia is a fourth-year human biology major and marketing minor at UC San Diego. She is currently working as a medical assistant, hoping to go to school and work as a physician assistant in the future. When she isn't studying medicine, you can catch her at Disneyland pin trading and working in Galaxy's Edge or Fantasyland. But tonight, she's hanging up her costumes and putting on her ao dai to be the first Disney Vietnamese princess.
Có lúc em không buồn, lắm lúc hờn ghen. Chẳng mới tình mà cứ như quen rồi. Thế giới có bao người thấy nhau đã là duyên lắm rồi. Trái đất xoay vòng gặp ai cũng giống. Vì sao sao nỗi đau có vẫn nhưng chẳng bền lâu. Đọng lại trong nhau một từ ngữ để gặp lại mình bất ngờ. Ngắm bước qua chiều lòng mơ lòng trắng mơ và có đâu
Rose number 6, Victoria Law, who is being accompanied by her big Daniel Lee. Victoria is a third-year psychology and business economics major representing UCI. Currently, Victoria has hopes of pursuing a career in human resources, where she can support others while doing what she loves most, connecting and talking with people. She also loves taking long walks to unwind, playing piano to romanticize her life, and junk journaling every core memory she makes with her friends. One day, Victoria dreams of adopting a whole family of senior cats to spoil in their golden years. But tonight, she's trading her quiet hobbies for the spotlight. So please give her a warm welcome.
Rose number 7, Eileen Gwendolyn, who is being accompanied by her boyfriend Cole Jackson. Eileen is a fourth-year accounting major representing Cal State Long Beach and an aspiring CPA with a passion for leadership as the former president of her accounting society at her school. This fall, she'll be kicking off her full-time career at Deloitte, after spending her early career working at a tax firm and interning in Deloitte's Costa Mesa office. When she's not in the office balancing books or tackling tax returns, you can find her planning her next trip, cooking the perfect steak, doing Pilates, or playing with her boyfriend's cat, Coco. Eileen dreams of one day opening her own franchise and financial advising business, but tonight, she's here to shine on stage.
Em đã biết không thể yêu thêm mai. Cách anh cười cong môi, cách anh lặng lẽ ngồi nhìn bóng tối.
Next up is our one and only Rose number 8, Tiana Wing, who is being escorted by her brother Tony Wing. Tiana is a first-year psychology major on a pre-med track representing Chapman University. With her current plan of becoming a pediatric psychiatrist in the future, Tiana hopes to specialize in treating young people with mental illness. When she's not locked in studying, you can find her on the tennis courts rallying with her friends or working as a tennis ref, getting boba at Cha for tea, or wallowing to Nikki and Daniel Caesar. If there's anything Tiana enjoys doing more though, it's eating out after a good function. But tonight, Rose number 8 is gonna eat on stage.
như rụng rời lần đầu tiên anh không nói nên lời. Giấc mơ đã có đã xa, cuộc đời đã có hai ta. Đôi tóc em quá mịt mà, còn phút xưa đong đưa vào.
Em sẽ yêu mãi anh thật lâu dài.
Bao nhiêu tháng ngày tăm tối khi mà có em đi qua. Em cũng không phải cuộc trôi khi giờ hết em và.
Next up, let's give it up for Rose number 9, Hannah Sylvia Tai. She is being accompanied by her telepathic twins, Katie Yin.
Ngoài kia nếu có khó khăn quá về nhà anh.
Hannah is a third-year Cell and Developmental Biology major representing Cal State Fullerton. She is deeply passionate about STEM, where she works as a tutor in biology and math courses. With aspirations to attend medical school, she is enamored by the power of LASIK and keen on specializing in ophthalmology or pediatrics. Hannah is a huge matcha enthusiast so that she can become an in-home barista, selling a variety of matcha down to hojicha to fundraise for SAP-VN. Whether she's back home in the Bay Area or on stage here in Orange County, Hannah brings her curiosity, kindness, and resilience everywhere she goes.
Just tell me, baby. Just tell me, baby. You're the new sunlight.
Going in with her ride or die best friend, Calvin Tran. A third-year media and cultural studies major at UCR. Tran is chasing a future in PR while casually plotting world domination on the side. Somehow, she also manages to be everyone's unpaid therapist and emotional support human. Always ready to listen, hype you up, and give advice that actually hits because her compassionate heart is hardwired to take care of the people around her. And she's not singing like she's headlining Coachella from her bedroom. You'll catch her chefing it up in the kitchen, losing her voice at raves or concerts, or grinding out content for TikTok and YouTube like it's a full-time job. She's creative, chaotic, in the best way, and always doing the most. So buckle up because Rose number 10 did not come to play. She came to steal the show.
Proudly representing is Rose number 11, Marilyn Fong. Is being escorted tonight by her friend and big Vivian Lay. A fourth-year psychology major with a minor in child development and family studies, Marilyn is known for her love of service, drive for excellence, and heart for the community. This fall, she will be pursuing graduate studies in social work with the goal of uplifting families and communities like her own through compassion, cultural humility, and care. And when she's not color-coding her planner, crafting the perfect itinerary, and chasing her dreams with an energy drink in hand, you can find her dancing or behind a photo booth capturing memories and making moments last with the people she loves most.
Please welcome on stage Rose number 10, Lily, who is being accompanied tonight by her pseudo-big pal, Lily. Lily is a fourth-year business economics major at UCR with an emphasis in human resources. She hopes to one day build a career through recruitment, the part of HR that lets her build relationships with people, hear their stories, and help them find opportunities where they can truly shine. Like many of us, Lily is still figuring out her life, one step at a time. But she hopes this journey will bring her closer to understanding herself and to make her friends and family proud. When she isn't trying to understand accounting with her business econ study group, you can find her being a little too hamjai at music festivals with headliners, lifting at the gym at her favorite form of self-care, or on tennis courts pretending she's more coordinated than she actually feels. While she usually spends her days navigating career paths and her nights navigating festival crowds, tonight she's navigating the spotlight, so please give her a warm welcome.
So she requires a lot of noise and energy to get her to come out. Can we get a round of applause? I don't think she can hear you. A little more louder? Okay, are you ready? Rose number 13. Introducing Rose number 13, Caitlin Dang, who is proudly using her mother's last name tonight and is being escorted by her younger sister, Allison Haw. Caitlin is a third-year psychology student representing UCLA, but don't worry, the only mind game she's playing tonight is wooing you over. She's a passionate mental health advocate who aspires to get her PhD in clinical psychology, providing equitable mental health treatment to AAPI youth. If she's not talking to her stuffed animals with her younger sister, she enjoys reading classic books, taking her grandparents grocery shopping, and breaking up their quarrels, and learning random skills such as rock climbing and playing the harmonica. Although she loves eating pho, bún thịt nướng, chả giò, and nam nướng cuốn, she's most excited to be eating on stage for you tonight.
Welcome Rose number 14, Madison Powell V. Boo, who is accompanied this evening by her friend Natalie Lee. Madison is a third-year biology major, proudly representing UC Riverside. She is deeply committed to serving underserved communities through the Inland Empire by distributing essential care materials to those in need. Madison hopes to pursue a career as a physician assistant. Outside of the classroom, you can find Madison working as a behavior technician, hiking scenic trails, chasing sunsets, and spending quality time with her family and friends. Let's give a warm round of applause for Rose number 14, Madison. Tonight by her beautiful childhood best friend, Shania Gallo. Joanna is always
or a karaoke night that goes way too hard. She will definitely be there. When she's not scrapbooking or enjoying some yummy food, she's probably introducing herself to someone new because Joanna loves making friends everywhere she goes. Joanna is a proud older sister, French fry addict, and thrill seeker. You can probably spot Miss Joanna out in the public with her favorite trinkets decorated all over her bag or dancing to Big Time Rush with her kiddos. But above all, you should know that Joanna takes every opportunity and turns it to an unforgettable experience. Joanna is working towards becoming a pediatric occupational therapist, hoping to help kids discover their strength and feel proud of every step they take. She believes everyone deserves a chance to shine, and she wants to help everyone locate their inner sparkle. And tonight, she's showing up with the kind of sparkle that could outshine the whole coastline.
Can we get a round of applause for our beautiful roses?
Steph, I have a little poem for you. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. Roses are red, violets are blue. I miss my ICCs. Do you miss them too?
Wow, that was fire.
Now it's time for school shoutouts. Let's welcome our board members Anson Din and Gerard Day from VSAUCI.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Anson, and I am one of the external vice presidents for UCI's VSA.
And my name is Gerard Day, and I'm one of the activities and trans coordinators this year.
We'd like to formally thank everyone for coming out to our biggest event of the year, especially those that came a long way to get here.
Thank you to all of our friends, families, and externals for supporting us and taking the time to be with us here today.
And most importantly, thank you to our Roses, directors, sponsors, and UVSA Media for making this all possible. Your support and tireless efforts have not gone unnoticed and fuel this event to be the best version of itself.
Words cannot express the gratitude that we have for all of you. Simply put, Rose Pageant does not happen without you guys.
With that being said, can we get one more round of applause for our Roses' amazing performances tonight?
Thank you all in attendance for coming to support our Roses. We will now be moving on to our school shout-outs.
All right. My name is Anson, and I'm with Gerard. I think we all agree that Rose Pageant's pretty hard. Bars so PG, it could ride in a school bus. Shout out externals who came out to support us. Ooh.
Dang, Anson, those were some bars, bruh.
Bars, bruh? Doesn't that kind of sound like our gauchos from Santa Barbara?
Who's on the side? UCSB! Who's on the rise? UCSB! Who can't be stopped? That's who's on
Phew! I almost lost my fantasy football league. One of my players got injured.
Wait, which one? Maybe I know his name.
I don't think you knew. No, his name is J.K. Dobbins. He's on the Denver Broncos.
I don't really know any Broncos players, but I do know we have another Bronco in the house. Can we hear it for CBB?
CBB! What's good? CBB! What's good? See my what? See my VSA!
Dang, Anson, you gotta use some Vaseline, man. It's getting pretty embarrassing.
Man, what are you talking about?
Dude, I really need to spell it out for you. CHAPPED.
Oh boy, was that lame. Let's let our friends from Chapman take care of the spelling. Let's hear it for Chapman!
Let me hear you say, who wanna party? C-H-A-P-M-A-N! Who's hella funny? C-H-A-P-M-A-N! Who's versatile? C-H-A-P-M-A-N!
Dang, my dad didn't show up for Rose Pageant.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Why didn't he want to see his son?
Wait, say that again?
What? See his son?
Wait, that kind of sounds like
Our friends from Seaside! Y'all better run! It's Seaside! See what? Seaside! See what? Seaside! See what? VSA! Man, I just can't seem to stop fumbling.
What'd you do this time?
I opened up her message on accident and left her on red for a couple of days.
See, that's where you effed up.
See, you effed up? Doesn't that kind of sound like our friends from CSUF? One, two, three. Damn, Gerard, you did really good with the national anthem. You're gonna make it big one day.
Thanks, man. Maybe I can make it to Kia Forum one day.
Ah, man, think bigger.
What, like Madison Square Garden?
Even bigger.
How about UCR's Viacella next week on Sunday the 25th?
Now you're talking. Give it up for
UC Riverside! Man, I'm getting kind of sick of being a commuter.
I was just thinking the same thing. And we still got 2 years left, man.
I know, everything just seems so far away. A long drive, long time till graduation, a long...
Yeah, just say it already.
Kind of reminds me of Long Beach!
Hello! Shark! Who's biting? Long Beach!
Hey, Gerard. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ain't 9!
That was a good one, that was a good one. Okay, I got one too. What's funnier than 24? 25!
Man, that was weak. Where'd you even get that one from?
Bro, you're serious? SpongeBob, you know, who lives in a pineapple under a sea.
Don't know what SpongeBob is, but I know another school that lives out in a pineapple under the sea. Give it up for UCSD!
Are you ready? Try it!
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
UCSD!
Wait, these school shoutouts are pretty fun. Maybe I should take your place as ICC.
Whoa! Slow your roll, buddy!
Wait, slow? Like CP slow?
Oh, let's go CP
slow!
Who do you know? Cowabunny Slow! Who gets the dough? Cowabunny Slow!
Sir, pull over.
Man, what'd I do this time?
You were 20 miles over the speed limit. You got a baby face, son. How old are you?
Old enough.
It's past curfew. Do you have a number that I can call your parents at?
Yeah, you can call my parent org at UVSA.
Let's give it up for
UVSA.
Alright, smile for the group photo real quick.
Anson, you're kind of bad at taking photos.
Well, who else would take photos?
Maybe our friends at UVSA Media?
You're right. Let's give it up for UVSA Media!
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tao.
And my name is Madeline, and we are the Pageant Moms.
Thank you to everyone who came to support Rose Pageant tonight.
Next up, please welcome Trance, a dance group from UCI that infuses modern and traditional Vietnamese dance.
Ngày ấy anh tặng em những hoa xa này, mình nói hoa đẹp như một đóa hồng. Ngày ấy em chỉ yêu mình anh, Những điều tớ muốn không quá nhiều, muốn gặp cậu thấu đêm xa chiều, nghĩ về cậu quăng đi nhiều muộn xinh. Không gì có thể ngăn chúng ta, có gì khó thì hãy nói yes, chỉ cần suy nghĩ cái là sẽ ra nên là
Tưởng tượng người ta tới đâu đi xem những đêm rồi trong ta khiến ta mở mắt ra là muốn mang thứ khỏi hai, dù biết chúng ta sẽ hối lâu dài, nhờ một câu đưa suy nghĩ trong đầu, một câu nói mình muốn làm một câu
vốn mình rất tốt bụng, nhưng tình cậu sẽ rất đau. Vốn mình rất dịu, hay là người hay yêu chiều, nên mình hay tới lắm. Để niềm vui vẫn lâu là phải không thiếu nhau. Oh, whatever say we do. Imagination joy, us two. We go when you can so cũng đẹp, tất cả là tại cậu đấy. Oh, remember everything we do. Imagination joy, us two. Dù làm gì thì cũng làm với nhau, có gì khó đâu.
vì cuộc đời đâu có chuyện đâu có em bằng đâu, vì cuộc đời lắm bất ngờ không phải giờ baby, lỡ em còn sẽ với ai đi với anh baby, ta hôn cùng những vui buồn của buổi chiều tao yeah, chỉ cần là em với anh baby, mình người yêu quên tháng anh baby. Chẳng phải đêm và phút giây chiều dần trên phố kèm nói dối trong lòng tôi khi mà một lần xuống xa đang phải nhặt trên mi chỉ mỗi em và anh sẽ biết gì.
Can I have one more round of applause for trans? Please welcome Rose number 1, Cindy Nhi Nguyen.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Cindy Nhi Nguyễn. Em là thí sinh số 1. Em xin đại diện trường UC Irvine. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. A home is often defined as a place of residence, a place of comfort and support. Once upon a time, my house was my home. My childhood was defined by the bustle of Địa Bánh Thành and the aroma of bánh kẹp on my way home from school, before I was yanked almost halfway across the world to America. I was lost, drowning in this new place, so far from home. Through it all, my parents acted as my lighthouse. Together, we rebuilt the idea and security of home in a new place and with new people. As I grew older and assimilated with American culture, I began to doubt my place in our home. The values my parents instilled in me were challenged by these foreign new experiences. Through the performing arts and immersing myself in clinical hours, concerts, and everything in between, I was discovering my passions and identity. I was terrified, though, that my parents and their standards frozen in time wouldn't accept me. It felt as if, by becoming my own person, I was walking away from home. So, I began to distance myself. In college, I had the opportunity to act and participate in UC Irvine's Vietnamese cultural production. Bringing stories to life and playing a role in someone else's narrative made me realize that I'm not where I want to be in my own story. Looking back, my parents remained a steady presence through every bad grade, nightmare, and petty argument. I discovered their patience and understanding, and it became clear that their love and care rose above every storm. So, to my parents, con cảm ơn ba mẹ vì đã yêu thương và nuôi dưỡng một căn nhà ấm êm cho con. Con hy vọng con có thể luôn luôn quay về nhà với ba mẹ. Through this long journey of self-discovery and growth that took me away and back home, I found the courage and vulnerability to admit that no matter how far I go or who I become, my home will always be with my family. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose number 1. Let's give it up to Rose number 2, Desiree V. Jung.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Desiree V. Trần. Em là thí sinh số 2. Em xin đại diện trường UC Riverside. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. Bia, you look just like your dad. Everyone noticed our same nose, our smile, even the way our eyes glinted when we laughed. But as a little girl, I took this as criticism. I used to stare in the mirror, wishing I saw a reflection that looked like my mom. The woman praised for her beauty, generosity, and her warmth. However, she reminded me of my zwing, a charm from kindness rather than strictly features. As I grew older, I realized that inheriting my dad's face was never just superficial. I carried my dad's face, the same face I saw every morning bright and early, packing up 4 home-cooked lunches for me and my siblings, and every afternoon first in line to pick us up from school. To my middle school teachers, he was just Mr. Tran, the big-hearted dad with 4 kiddos who always made an excuse to gift them boxes of See's candies every winter break. But to me, my dad is a man who works hard without complaint. Even when he is exhausted, he never looks with resentment, just steadiness. And when I see that same steadiness in my reflection, I am reminded that endurance can be gentle. Because I did not just inherit my dad's face, I inherited the way he shows up for our family and his zwing. That is the same internal beauty of a Vietnamese princess. Zwing is a graceful kindness so uniquely Vietnamese that the English language cannot explain. And for a long time, I thought that being described as my dad's twin meant I wasn't beautiful. But now I understand. It represents how I care for others, how I carry myself, and how I practice compassion, the same quiet strength I learned from watching my dad. And these lessons do not just sit quietly in my heart. They guide the kind of legacy I want to leave behind. A future where I use my hands as a plastic surgeon to help children born with differences feel confident in their own skin. And where I remain rooted in service by working with nonprofits that bring me back to Vietnam, the place that shaped my family's story. That to me is the legacy of a Vietnamese princess. Because the way we define beauty today shapes the confidence and compassion of the next generation. And my beauty is rooted in where I come from, and my dad is where mine is. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose number 2. Please welcome for Rose number 3, Lillian Lee.
Em xin kính chào quý vị, em tên là Lillian Lee. Em là thí sinh số 3, em xin đại diện trường Cowboy Pomona. Sau đây em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. Being the oldest and only daughter of an immigrant family is expected of me to get high grades, attend a university, and to be a role model for my younger brother. When college acceptances started rolling in, my mother would often tell me, con đi trường UC San Diego or Cal State Fullerton đi, pushing her firstborn towards high expectations. However, her persistence pulled me further and further away from it as I doubted myself more and more. How can I let my parents pay for my tuition while I'm uncertain about my future? And so I made my decision. Mẹ, I want to go to community college. Their hearts dropped and their faces went numb. Although they affirmed me with, "It's okay, Con," I could still see the clear disappointment and worry on their faces. But for the first time, choosing community college meant paving my own path. During my first year in college, I felt alone in my thoughts. I began to question my identity and my dreams. Did I truly want to pursue a career in the medical field, or am I just trying to feel like enough? What does it really mean to be a Vietnamese American woman? But through all the questioning, I realized something important, that this uncertainty was exactly why this path felt right for me. It gave me the space and time to grow, to reflect, and to find my true identity. Not only did this change how I saw myself, but it also changed how I saw my future. Live your life with a purpose, because your purpose becomes your legacy. And today, I stand before you as a first-generation Vietnamese American woman, proud to carry on my legacy. And xin cảm ơn.
Thank you, Rose number 3. Make some noise for Rose number 4, Haley Tan Thi Ha.
Em xin kính chào ban giám khảo và toàn thể quan khách. Em tên là Haley Tan Thi Ha. Em là thí sinh số 4 tại trường UC Riverside. Sau đây, em xin chia sẻ bằng tiếng Anh. Tough love, a language I didn't understand. My mom would try to guide me with her hands, but ignored her words, her commands. Haley, you need to take care of yourself.
Your skin is inflamed, and I know that you're in pain, but you need to listen to me. I know she loves me, but at the time, I couldn't understand. I didn't listen. I didn't just battle my skin, I battled my confidence. My mom constantly reminded me to take care of myself, not because she wanted to change what I looked like, but because she wanted me to believe in myself. I pushed her away, thinking her persistence was criticism, but really, it was her way of shaping me into a confident, powerful woman who could stand tall in her own skin. It wasn't until now that I finally understood my mom. Her hands, the same ones I used to pull away from, became the hands that taught me our Vietnamese culture, a culture that shows up through love, action, and sacrifice. I used to think that grace looks like perfection. Now I realize it looks like self-acceptance, being kind to yourself even when you don't feel enough. Today, I stand here as a confident, proud, Vietnamese American woman who carries a legacy of grace, patience, and never giving up. Từ tình yêu của mẹ, hôm nay em đứng đây tự hào là một người phụ nữ Việt Nam, mạnh mẽ, tự tin và tỏa sáng. Em xin cảm ơn.
Welcome to Rose number 5, Asia Martin.
Em xin kính chào quý vị, em tên là Asia Grace Martin, em là thí sinh số 5. Em xin đại diện trong UC San Diego, sau đây em xin nói bên tên em. When I was a little girl, I always felt everyone's eyes were on me. I felt the quiet responsibility of taking care of my bath when my parents worked. We would stay up late watching Vietnamese dance shows, and I would ask again and again how to say certain words in Vietnamese. Because at home, I was Vietnamese. But at school, I was constantly reminded that I was different. To my white classmates, I was the weird Asian kid who wore an ao dai on free dress day. It was like they only liked the fun parts of my culture. The red envelopes full of money, the ao dais. They didn't love me. They would pull their eyes back and ask, this is how I saw the world. In these moments, I understood that being Vietnamese was not something they understood. It was something that only I could see myself. When I got older, I felt my culture slipping away from me. It wasn't until I lost my bath that I felt I lost any connection to my Vietnamese side. It wasn't just losing one person. I had lost everything overnight. When I moved away to college and found the Vietnamese Student Association, it felt like I finally found my community again. I was surrounded by people who are also Vietnamese and my age, who had the same gaps, the same longing, the same questions. And in them, I began to see myself again. However, finding something new does not replace something you lost. I still find myself in the outside of jokes when words or traditions don't make sense to me. But who's to say what part of you is white or what part of you is Vietnamese? I stopped letting others define me because in my heart, I know I'm Vietnamese. I stand here today not as someone who is broken or is missing pieces, but as someone who is still learning and still becoming. Cảm ơn ba, mẹ Ba Bak Bin, and thank you Nana and Dad for showing me to be strong, to have courage, and to be kind. This is my story as a Vietnamese American. Thank you. Thank you, Rose number 5. Please welcome Rose number 6, Victoria Ba.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Victoria Ba. Em là thí sinh số 6. Em xin đại diện trường UC Irvine. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. Many people say I'm a shadow of my sister. Everything down from my mannerisms, even to my spending habits, resembles her. She's my role model in the way that she has trailblazed her own life. However, there are many aspects about my sister that I never thought I could replicate, such as her resilience. My sister is resilient in the way that she's able to redefine what success means to her, whether that's moving away from home, traveling to countries alone, or writing literature recognized by countless universities. It made me wonder how I can do that on my own. She resiliently leads her own life, creating a legacy rooted in purpose, intention, and strength. As the younger sister in her shadow, it was hard to feel like my own person when I aspired to be someone else so much. But the moment I joined Rose Pageant, I realized one thing. No one in my family has ever done this before. For the first time, I wasn't following in anyone else's footsteps. I was leaving steps of my own. I began to see that this wasn't the only first in my life. I'm the first in my family to choose a business career, a decision where I pursued passion because I believed in myself. I was the first to teach children piano at 16, creating opportunities for others who wouldn't have had a chance. And now, I'm the first to stand here in front of a crowd to honor my own story and the strength I continuously find in myself. Through this experience, I realized that even shadows can grow into their own light. My first, although not the boldest or the most dramatic, has taught me to celebrate my own successes. My sister will always be my role model, but I've learned to become proud of the woman I'm becoming. Someone who's not just following in her sister's footsteps, but leaving steps of her own. Apart from all my first achievements, my legacy is rooted in passion, honor, and self-belief, making a mark in this life to inspire others to create their own as well. Thank you.
Rose number 7, Eileen Jung Wing.
Em xin kính chào quý vị, em tên là Eileen Trần Nguyễn. Em là thí sinh số 7, xin đại diện trường Cal State Long Beach. Sau đây em xin chia sẻ bằng tiếng Anh. Growing up, I always loved stories. Mẹ kể chuyện cho con đi, I would say, as a kid, laying in bed trying to fall asleep. My mom had so many stories to tell, but with never enough time to tell them. Để mẹ đi ngủ cho ngày mai mẹ đi làm, she would say. Now that we're older, I don't have a lot of time left with my mom to hear her stories. I'm scared that my family's traditions, stories, and recipes will fade with time, and a longing for a connection to these followed me into my adulthood. It wasn't until a recent trip visiting my boyfriend's family in Japan that things changed for me. In Japan, we explored their hometown, visited their ancestral tombstone, and reconnected over old memories despite the cultural and language barrier. Here, I saw how stories were preserved, not always perfectly, but intentionally. As the trip came to an end, we all grew emotional on the train platform saying goodbye, for we never knew when we would see each other again. And as I boarded the train leaving the small town of Shimonoseki, I looked out the window to watch them wave as their faces grew smaller and smaller until they were no longer in sight. This trip gave me great comfort, bittersweet joy, and a sense of longing. I wasn't family, but I felt like family. And that's when I realized that heritage isn't always something you inherit whole. It's something you choose to continue. With that realization, joining Rose Pageant became more than just a fun experience. It became a journey. Not only have I found sisterhood, grew in confidence, and learned discipline, I found a way to preserve a culture of my own by combining my Vietnamese heritage with the American culture I grew up with and continuing to carry that forward. I hope that my mom is able to see me today. Inspired by her stories, proud of what I learned, and happy to see how far I've come. Not as a child who's too naive to understand the world, but as a young woman who's done her best to navigate adulthood and heritage with intention. Thank you.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Tiana Nguyễn. Em là thí sinh số 8. Em sinh ra hiện trường Chapman University. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. On June 13th, 2020, I was sitting idly in the storage room of my mom's nail salon, watching the clock go by as I waited for her to finish work. Bored and alone, I decided to write a letter to my future self titled, Read This on June 13th, 2025. As the youngest daughter in my busy family, with siblings much older than me, I grew up learning independence early. I found recipes to cook for my family, earned my license and first job at 16, and did well in school without my parents ever having to worry. These experiences taught me not only responsibility, but a deeper compassion for myself in moments where I had to navigate through life on my own. If there is one thing I struggled with though, it was finding fluency in my parents' native language. Despite taking Vietnamese classes in high school, I still spoke with hesitation, and my friends often teased me for my broken dialect. But no guilt weighs heavier on me than realizing I can no longer hold the conversations I once had with my mom. How will I be able to carry my family's legacy if I cannot speak the language of my ancestors? Like many, my mom endured immense hardship with resilience and grace, and became the first ever entrepreneur in her family. From her, I learned legacy is not only spoken, it is lived. I finally understood that legacy isn't proven by perfect pronunciation, but in the ways I live out the sacrifices my parents made for me. As I speak their values in every choice I make and in the life I am building for myself. So when I read that letter, once written by the 13-year-old girl in the storage room, I know she would be proud. Not just of what I've achieved, but of who I've become. I may still be learning the language of my ancestors, but I choose to live the legacy my parents taught me. One of resilience, compassion, growth, and grace. Em xin cảm ơn.
Thức giữa buổi sáng với nụ cười, nhớ tới những lúc ta cùng người.
Thank you, Rose number 8. Please welcome Rose number 9, Hannah Sylvia Ty.
Cứ kéo anh vào gần, sao không có em nào lần. Nhẹ nhàng sát tay ôm lấy anh, từ đầu ngắm sông mưa lướt nhanh. Ngay lúc này, hoa xuống chiều dần.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Hannah Ty. Em là thí sinh số 9. Em xin đại diện trường Cal State Fullerton. Sau đây em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. I'm not Vietnamese enough for someone to read my last name and immediately know of its origin. My tongue ties when someone speaks to me in Vietnamese. I've only learned to pronounce things like bun cut and bun bell, the childhood foods my dad proudly showed me. But knowing the names of delicacies isn't enough to sustain a proper conversation. I try to prove that I am Vietnamese in other ways. I wear the beaded jade bracelet from Saigon's International Airport, but not the bangle from my Hanoi. The real jade bracelet intimidates me. A loud reminder that I am Vietnamese, but not quite Vietnamese enough to wear it yet. When I moved to college, I became used to celebrating Tet alone. I put on the only blue aliyah in my closet, determined to prove that I know how to celebrate my culture. Home is 400 miles away from me, and I should be eating with my family. But my parents raised me to be resilient, an only child with the strength to uphold their sacrifices. So I silently eat my Tet dinner for one, triumphant yet lonely. Instead of being complacent in my own solitude, I became determined to find community. Through this stubbornness, I found Rose Pageant. When I wear my aliyah now, I'm not alone anymore. I have my parents watching me. I found a Vietnamese sisterhood. I have an audience that cares to listen to my story. My face might be ambiguous, and my last name doesn't give the full picture. But the most unmistakable Vietnamese thing about me is my determination to succeed. I'll always be independent, and I'm allowed to lean on others. I'm used to eating by myself, but I feel so much more full when I have people by my side. Thank you.
Chỉ cần có em cầm tay yêu ta khiêu vũ giữa cho thiên gian của riêng ta chẳng mong
Thank you, Rose number 9. Let's give a warm welcome to Rose number 10, Trent.
xin kính chào quý vị và giám khảo. Em tên là Trinh Quỳnh. Em là thí sinh số 10. Em xin đại diện trường UC Riverside. Sau đây em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. Bright red lights filled the ambulance, painting the ceiling above me like a storm I couldn't escape. Before I ever dreamed of standing here, I first faced the terrifying reality that I might not make it. My first memory of resilience wasn't strength, but it was fear, a cold room, and the realization that I had, for the first time, felt small in my own skin. I had been pretending I was okay for a really long time. I was the daughter of an immigrant family who tried to not disappoint her little brother, who kept everything inside. But the truth is, I was exhausted from carrying it all alone. When everything felt like it was slipping away, the voice that pulled me back was my father's, a kind-hearted man shaped by hustle and survival before softness, whose discipline I mistook for distance, whose care I rejected. Yet, he taught me resilience and to take pride in who I am, not just as his strong, empathetic daughter, but as a graceful Vietnamese American princess. My father's strictness was meant to prepare me for the storms he survived. I could hear in the back of the ambulance his words that carried me through every hardship I faced after that. Cố gắng chút xíu nha con. Now it's been 4 years since the incident, and I mean this when I say this now. Ba ơi, con nghe rồi, con hứa sẽ làm cho ba tự hào. My father taught me what strength truly looks like, and that it's not defined by silence, endurance, or how much pain you can carry without breaking. Because when a Vietnamese woman allows herself to be weak, even just for a second, she doesn't shrink, she grows. I embody the lessons he taught me by using my voice and my resources to help empower fellow Vietnamese American women, claiming their place in a society that often overlooks them. I will continue to honor my culture and lead with compassion, striving to inspire others to carry their heritage with pride. I aspire to be my dad. Con cảm ơn ba. I survived the storm. Em xin cảm ơn.
Em xin kính chào quý vị và ban giám khảo. Em tên là Marilyn Lin Phan, đại diện trường Cal State Long Beach. Em là thí sinh số 11. Sau đây em xin phép trình bày bằng tiếng Anh. Con đừng bao giờ quên tiếng mẹ đẻ. Never forget your mother tongue. These were the words that my mother reminded me of growing up, time and time again. Not just as a reminder of my language, but of my roots and the communities that have cultivated me into the person that I am today. Growing up, I was very fortunate to be raised in a home that instilled me with a strong foundation in my heritage and great pride in my cultural identity. Like many of my generation, Vietnamese was my very first language, carefully passed down through tremendous efforts and love. But as I grew older and life got busier, my attention began to shift towards other things. Towards school, towards my career, or whatever felt most urgent at the moment. It wasn't until I felt my fluency beginning to fade, and with it, my ability to communicate with those that I truly love, that I felt truly afraid. This fear taught me an important truth of just how fragile culture can be without being sustained by care, and just how much responsibility it asks of us. With this understanding in mind, I began to reflect and had to ask myself, what this responsibility looks like within my own life, not just in intention, but through action. So as I began shaping my future, I sought out spaces to reconnect in ways that felt most authentic to who I was and what I could offer through the arts and service. What began as joining a traditional Vietnamese dance team my very first year in college blossomed into a deeper commitment that extends beyond my college campus, where I took on leadership roles, helping to showcase and share Vietnamese performing arts on historic stages such as the USS Midway and on national television last year at the Rose Parade. Continuing to carry on that same sense of responsibility, I reflected on how else I could impact and serve my community in lasting ways. This reflection shaped my aspiration of wanting to become a bilingual, culturally competent social worker, someone who is capable of bridging both language, culture, and care to serve and support the communities that need it most like my own. And so, I continue to carry my mother's words in my heart. Con đừng bao giờ quên tiếng mẹ đẻ. Never forget your mother tongue. Because remembering where we come from is so much more than holding on to the remnants of the past. It's about how we move forward with intention, turn our pride into purpose, and our responsibility into action. Em xin cảm ơn.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Lily Khoa Nguyễn. Em là thí sinh số 12. Em xin đại diện trường UC Irvine. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. In today's age of social media, it often feels like everyone else has life figured out. I scroll through Instagram and see the vacations, the new jobs, the new relationships. I catch myself comparing my own life to everyone else's highlight reel. And I feel that pressure to show only the best parts of my life too. But the truth is, life isn't perfect for anyone, and it isn't meant to be. The messiness, the uncertainty, that's what makes our stories genuine. For Vietnamese Americans, the idea of a perfect life existed long before social media ever did. When my parents immigrated from Vietnam, they carried one dream: to give their children a better life than the one that they were forced to leave behind, a life that in their eyes was close as perfect as possible. Ba mẹ không có cơ hội, con phải làm cho ba mẹ tự hào. This dream came with a very clear formula. Become a doctor or a lawyer, have a family, be successful. Sound familiar? Even though this pressure came from love, it was still overbearing. But today, something profound is happening. I see our generation expanding that dream, redefining what an ideal life looks like. We see more Vietnamese Americans thriving in business, the arts, entertainment, proving that passion is not a risk, but a strength. We're learning that success is not one single path, but a life lived with purpose. Now let me be honest with you all. Is there still a part of my parents that secretly wish I went to Stanford and became a lawyer? Absolutely. But instead of holding me to that dream, they chose something braver. They chose to believe in me. They trusted me to choose a school that I wanted to go to. Shout out UCI. and to pursue a career path in business that I was truly passionate about. Generation by generation, the veil of a seemingly perfect life is being lifted. Vietnamese parents today, like my own, have come so far. Con xin cảm ơn các bậc phụ huynh. Thank you for learning, slowly but surely, to let us be ourselves. That is the greatest gift you could ever give us. A meaningful life is not a perfect one. A meaningful life is an honest one. You may stumble, switch majors, disappoint people sometimes, but you keep moving forward towards what feels true to you. As Vietnamese Americans, we live between worlds, between tradition and change, between our parents' sacrifices and our own dreams. So I encourage all of us, continue to live, post, share our stories, keep honoring where we come from. But remember, you do not have to live a perfect life. You just have to live an authentic one. Em xin cảm ơn.
Thank you, Rose number 12. Please welcome Rose number 13, Caitlin Dunn.
Nếu như anh chẳng xa vời, nếu như anh có thật trên đời thì có sao anh vẫn còn trên tay.
Em xin kính chào quý vị. Em tên là Caitlin Dunn. Em là thí sinh số 13. Em xin đại diện trường UCLA. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess trapped in a castle by a fierce dragon. Growing up Vietnamese and Korean American, my Korean father didn't allow me to engage freely with the Vietnamese culture. My heritage was never something inherent, but bits of information I collected like breadcrumbs as I grew up in a broken household. The princess was not saved by a knight in shining armor, no, but by her bang wai. From 5th to 9th grade, I slept in the same bed as my bang wai. She used to chase my sisters and me with rice paddles when we misbehaved. Sometimes, when we sobbed, she'd beg us to stop crying, with tears welling up in her own eyes. Because she said, when you cry, I cry. My grandparents' home was melodies of Paris by night, home-cooked tikka, my mother tongue, Vietnamese, which to some sounded like an abrasive cacophony, but to me, it was like a symphony. These crumbs of bread created abundant loaves of culture in my life. It has helped me contextualize even the most trying of moments. I survived a suicide attempt my sophomore year of high school. My bang wai was one of the ones to find me. From this, I hope to pursue a career in clinical psychology, helping Asian American adolescents struggling, once just like me, petrified by failure and desperately trying to make others proud. I want them to know something I didn't know when I was younger, that they are worth something just for being on this earth. I want my bang wai to be proud of the woman she raised and of the girl who never gave up. And so, the princess continues her journey with courage, compassion, and purpose. as she writes her own happily ever after. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose number 13. Let's give a warm welcome to Rose number 14, Madison Vu.
Nhớ đây còn chân đi trong giấc mơ của em. Vì bình yên trong anh có lẽ nó đã cũ.
Em xin kính chào quý vị và ban giám khảo. Em tên là Madison Vũ và em là thí sinh số 14. Em xin đại diện trường UC Riverside. Sau đây, em xin nói bằng tiếng Anh. My bà ngoại never asks how I am. Instead, she asks if I've eaten.
And that question is an expression of her love. Her compassion never slows. That simple question is how she cares for others before herself. Through her actions and the stories my mother has shared of her sacrifices, I've learned that compassion isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, steady, and shown through action rather than words. That lesson guides me today in my work as a behavior technician supporting children with autism spectrum disorder. It has taught me that true fulfillment comes from showing up with patience, consistency, and compassion, celebrating small victories that create lasting change. I work with a non-vocal 14-year-old who communicates through an AAC device. During our time together, I often wonder how they feel, trying to decipher every facial expression. One day, the device voiced the words, "I feel happy." And in that moment, I understood that to be seen is to be heard. Every day, I am reminded that compassion doesn't always come through words. Compassion defines me as it shapes how I approach my work, how I celebrate small victories with the children I support, and how I am able to make a meaningful difference in my community every day. The theme, Vietnamese American Princess, a legacy of grace, is defined to me through the pillar of compassion, a guiding principle deeply rooted in the heart of Vietnamese culture. When we choose to give, uplift, and lead with heart and grace, we don't just honor where we come from, we help create a more compassionate world for all. Just as I have learned the true meaning of compassion from my Ban Ngoại, her love and guidance has taught me to deeply care for others and to lead with a compassionate and genuine heart in everything, in every facet of my life. By carrying her legacy in everything I do, I honor her and preserve the beauty of our Vietnamese heritage. Thank you.
Hay là em vẫn muốn làm mình chỉ hơn ra trong mơ. Anh có thích cái cách em bảo là em đang lonely. Liệu là do anh không được theo em, sorry I ain't chase around, I ain't chase around. Nhưng khoảng trống trong em đang muốn được đưa lời nhớ của anh dồn vào. Chỉ có thể là anh, chỉ có thể là ai. Muốn được em tên anh ấy thì dạ cha. Mà em đang muốn là my lady.
Last but not least, please welcome Rose number 15, Joanna Phương Thảo Pham.
Chúc
mong nam mai. Hello, my friends. Today is a very special day. It is the Vietnamese New Year called Tet. And what I'm wearing today is a traditional dress called an ao dai. Those were the words I told my students during a past Tet celebration at work. A day when I had the chance to introduce them to my culture. To my kiddos, I am Miss Joanna, their teacher, and they know they can come to me for anything, such as an older sister's comfort, arts and crafts, and everyone's favorite dance parties. Living in Huntington Beach, my coworkers and kids typically have blonde hair and blue eyes. One day, a little girl with a cute black bob walked in crying. As she clung to her dad, she told her, "Đừng khóc con." I was concerned. In that little girl, I saw a younger version of myself. A little girl who was nervous, unsure, and afraid to come out of her shell. To comfort her, I held up a toy and asked her, "Cái này màu gì?" The moment she realized I was Vietnamese just like her sobs softened and she looked at me with such trust in her eyes. I knew that she felt the same way that I did when I walked into school. I too was often the only Vietnamese girl in my class. As a teacher, I always encourage my kids, telling them, "You're a hard worker. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can reach the stars." But the words always echoed back at me as I realized I desperately needed to believe these things for myself. This is why I strive to be the person I once needed for every child. It is not a one-way street. My kids teach me to extend myself grace, to believe in my own strength, and how to grow with the same hopeful heart I nurture in them. Their endless curiosity about my culture helped me rediscover a deep appreciation for who I truly am. And in those moments, I realized that Miss Joanna was learning just as much as she was teaching. And now, here is Miss Joanna doing something she's totally terrified of, knowing deep down that little Joanna is so incredibly proud. Em xin cảm ơn. Thank you.
Anh hãy biết điều, có hay không phải giờ tin nhiều vì có những không trung nào vượt qua.
Thank you to all of our roses for their beautiful speeches tonight. Everyone's stories were so touching. We truly appreciate everyone's sincerity and we cannot wait to see more from them tonight.
Now, we'll be going into intermission for 15 minutes. Feel free to use the restroom or buy roses to